Hello everyone, no respawns here. Hope you're having a grand week. So in this video I'm going to be making a ramshackle kind of junkyard restaurant, junkyard cafe at this pre-existing area in the ash heap. It's a really cool area. It's completely unmarked on the map as well, but it's very grand. I quite like these pre-existing areas. I mentioned before, trying building on these areas are kind of the next stage, and it just makes things quite exciting. Also, added bonus, has a kitty cat, Murgle, who dies a lot. Might even die in a second, actually. She's just sort of, I think it's a she, but she sort of just randomly dies and drops dead. So apologies in advance if that happens in this video and it upsets you. I didn't do anything, unless I accidentally fall on her, then technically I really did. So where am I? Anywho. So we are just north and east a wee bit of Welch Station. It's quite a cool area, this. Absolutely no enemies as far as I can tell. I've never been bothered. You'll obviously hear the occasional explosion, but to be honest, it's a pretty safe location. And what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be showing off a technique I've mentioned before, where you have this like little scaffolding set up, and it enables you to place down walls without actually having to have a foundation in your end build, which enables us to use this as the floor as opposed to, you know, having to awkwardly shove down foundations around it. It's a whole thing. I put the foundations down already because this stuff has already been perfectly lined up, so you don't have to spend 15-20 minutes doing that. Right, let's jump straight into it. Murgle, don't you die. Live, Murgle, live. Right, so basically what we're going to be doing is I popped the foundations here. The reason why they're over here is so I can get them as low as possible. And we're going to be snapping floor bits onto these stairs. And effectively what we'll be doing is building downwards. That's sort of what you do. You build down. And that is all there is to it. I'm going to do a thing. I'm going to quickly... Because before what I was doing was using specifically these ones. But to be honest, if I use these ones, it keeps them a bit more of an even shape. So I'm going to quickly do this. Mainly because I've maxed out my budget. I don't want to spend ages emptying stuff. Right, okay, cool. So let's try that again. Get on. Snap on, you bastard. God damn it, really? I mean, seriously. Right, we'll change to this one so I can see through it as well. Right. Okie dokie. These will be removed, so I'm not really particularly bothered about whether they're completely even. Yes, you can. Oh, can't place that one. It's fine. This one's all about build order, effectively. As long as everything's built in the right order, you're kind of, you know, absolutely grand. And jobs are good on. Okay, we're just going to not have anything over there. Sweet. All right, don't jump on Murgle. Where's Murgle right now? She's dead already. Yeah, I don't know where she's gone now. She sort of disappeared. It's really weird. Anywho, dead cats aside, let's continue on. So I'm going to be using these bits just because they kind of blend in. Oh, there's Murgle. Hey, Murgle. Oh, wait, this one needs to be... Am I already too far? I am. God damn it. That is why I put them like that. God damn it. Right, well, that was my plan, to keep them all in the right shape. Kind of scuppered already, but oh well. Right. No, I actually do need to use... Boop. Don't you love it when the best made plans of mice and men, and you think, oh, I'll be super clever and I'll do it this way, and in actual fact, you can't do it that way, Davey. No, not allowed. You dick. Who do you think you are? Some kind of person who can place floors exact where you want them? No. Dickhead. Right, anyway. Right. I'm going to try and match exactly what I made before, but I might not be able to. But we'll try, I guess. Don't squid Murgle. Also, Murgle, I think, gets stuck a little bit, so sorry about that, Murgle. I didn't mean to, but you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, Murgle? Yeah? Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. Right, so basically what I'm going to be doing is kind of taking the pre-existing structure, because it looks cool, and kind of effectively just augmenting it a bit, rather than necessarily building loads of new stuff. That's kind of the vibe we're going for here. And I'm going to pop this there. Can I build it completely square? Oh, I can. Gonna go on there? Intersects with the existing object, but I'm happy to do it this way instead. And it doesn't matter too much. No, it's fine. I'll just have that open like that. It's all good. Because that's going to be where the generator is. Whoop. Okay. So I've got all of these things in. It's all very, very spicy. Next, we're going to pop a pillar or two down. This might get dark as well, so apologies for that. It's alright, I'll turn a lamp on. Yep. Actually, where do I want it? So I'm going to have a wall here. I'll pop one there. I might not end up keeping it there, though. And there's going to be a roof bit here. A bit of roof. There. I think that might actually be perfect. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yes, I've still got one I took. I meant to have taken that one out, but I forgot about it. Anyway, right, so now I can take the floors off. So the floors will be taken off in the right order, otherwise they get a little bit confused. It's a really neat technique, this. And it does open up so many possibilities. One, for starters, and the fact is that I can now, you know, I don't have to have ugly foundations ever if I don't want to. But also just practically as well, as I can build on an area like this and kind of do stuff with. I'm going to leave my foundations in here just in case I, you know, balls up or anything. Right, so next we're going to put some, we'll do this part with the generator first. So I have a windmill because windmills are cool and they look nice. And I've mentioned this before, if I want to place a windmill on here, I just kind of build a little square windmill thing. It allows me to place it. Normally I can't place it because it can't balance on this thing. But if I just build a load of roofs, I should be able to just shove it straight on. Right, so that is my one, right? Yeah, cool. Where's me generator? Generator. So when you played like a kind of a game engine so long, you just get used to all of the little quirks and things. There we go, that one there. And it's quite ridiculous in a lot of ways. It's like, yeah, sure, that's how you do it. Why not? Why do you do it like that? I don't know. It's just the way it works. I want you that way. So I'm going to get annoyed if this isn't fully... Yeah, there we go. Bosh. Bosh! Right, and I can just take all these off. All of this nonsense. The reason why you do it like that is if you try just putting it on there, normally it will just go red and just not place, but you can place it down like that. And just, I know, it just looks nice. Windmills are cool. Someone's going to point out that the wind isn't coming from the right direction or something stupid like that, because that's what always happens when I build one of those. But it's fine. It looks nice. Cool. Roofs. The roof is on fire. I've forgotten something. Can I just put one of these in here? I should be able to do it that way. It should be able to do it reverse. It should be okay. Otherwise, I'm going to be slightly annoyed. Oh, yeah. I'm forgetting what order I've done things in. As you do. I think I should be able to do it in this order. Anyhow. Don't land on the cat. Seriously, the cat's so easy to kill. It's actually quite... There we go. I knew I could do that. I didn't actually, to be honest, but I was sort of hoping I can do that. Yeah, it counts as floating. It's fine. It's all right. That's all right. I can manage with that. I probably, when I do the decoration phase, I'll actually go back and kind of try and put a few more posts in. Right. So basically, this is the core structure. I said I've kind of got a vision in place with this, and you will see. But don't you worry. Right, we're going to add a few details now. And effectively, what the kind of like vision I had. You know how this is basically like loads of like kind of broken pieces of metal structure that aren't actually complete, but then it's been built around. That's kind of what I want to do here. That's why I've deliberately spaced it out like this. So it's kind of like... Yeah, but basically it's kind of like this is a blown out structure, and now we're just going to patch it up. That's the thing I'm trying to... The effect I'm trying to achieve here. Whether or not I'm actually doing a decent job is up for debate. Well, you'll see in the tour, and you can go, no, David, that's shit. Or, yes, David, I like that idea. I do wish... I can't wait for modding, because I do wish we could just have, like, some boxes and stuff that just weren't containers, or, like, some just, you know, just stuff for doing that. But, it is what it is. Currently right now I just use these boxes, and the problem is they have this animation where they open up, and it kind of annoys me a little bit. Right. See, did you know, where are they, that these snap together? Did you know that? I didn't know that. It blew my mind. I'll show you. 1 second. Get in there. Yeah, boop. I had no idea. And not only do they snap together, but they snap together through things as well. It's quite useful to know. Right. See, though I can snap them in for anything. There's quite a potential technique here of like having them, for example, like looking at each other. There are opportunities to be had with the old. Why'd you just put 2 on each other, div? Cool, right. So we're basically just kind of sort of blocking up gaps. This is the part that often why I don't record the whole thing, because it just takes, I mean, it takes absolutely ages. Filling in gaps. Kind of in a tasteful and thematic way. We'll add a few details on. I'm also going to do up here. Boop. As I said, I'm going to go off and decorate the whole thing quite a lot. But what I'll do is I'll do a kind of slow tour and actually show you what I've done. But I'm deliberately kind of adding in some bits so you guys can get a kind of a vision for what I'm doing. Where is it? Where's the defensives? In you go. In you go. It's my flatmate loudly opening and closing the door. Hopefully you didn't hear that. You did now, because I pointed it out. Get in there, you shit. You were fine a second ago. And again, I nearly got you. There it is. Cool. Right. Sweet. Yeah, that looks fine. Boop. Now that was the sound I was meant to do when I was jumping, but then I proceeded to not jump. Right, so let's add a few weird and wonderful crates, because crates are cool. Let's add a toolbox or 2. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start adding tyres. Tyres are grand, everyone loves tyres. Right on there, like that. I mentioned this, I've got a few of these bits and pieces. I need to go grab some pumpkins. Like actual pumpkins, but I've got these and I absolutely adore these. They're just so beautiful. I love them so much. They make me so genuinely happy. Okay, let's make some lights. I love it, I love it, I love it, because you can just have so much fun making just weird nonsense. I love weird nonsense. Right, what are we going to have here? We're going to have a chair with a guitar. Why a chair with a guitar, you ask? Whoa. Why not? And it's going to have Matey Boy in it. Where's Matey Boy? Matey Boy! There he is. His back's a bit through the thing, but it's fine. Whoop! Stupid. Right, okay, let's add a few decorations on, and then I'm going to disappear, decorate the whole thing myself, all on my lonesome, and then you guys will see. So I think this would need some advertisements, because this is obviously a place where you can get the booze. You're gonna let me place that down. Oh, good lord. Oh, actually, I'll have another generator up in a sec. Get in. There we go. That's a bit weird. Get in, you shit. Thank you, mate. Oh, they're not level now. That's gonna drive me insane. This one apparently is a lot nicer than that one. So there we go. Bit of old possum. None of that pickaxe bullshit. Right. Okay. Let's pop some power connectors. Jump. Oh god, no, I managed to make it. It's fine. I made it. It's all right. I like the noise it makes as well. We'll probably just need it up there for now, won't we? And one set of there. And one over here, and that should pretty much provide power. I got there eventually to the whole place. You've been a bit of a ball bag, aren't you? Thank you, dear. Yup, and down we go. Cool, and that should, yeah, that catches the front. And we can add bits and pieces. Oh, I'm getting stuck again. Let's add a few... Let's add a lantern there. Because lanterns are cool. I might not actually end up using a lantern. I like the lantern, it's just realistically, they provide an amazing glow, but they also sort of don't make sense. And a pumpkin. And then I'll go off and disappear. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a visual idea of what I was going for, and actually, you know, some people keep asking me to actually, you know, show you my decorations, so I thought I would. Right, so you kind of see what I'm doing with this. I'm effectively kind of, it's, the idea is this is a, you know, a once barn that's just been blown up, and these are the remains of the barn, and we're building stuff out of the remains. And that stuff happens to be a place where we can eat and hang out. So I'm going to disappear now, decorate this entire area, add bits around here as well. And you guys can see the finished product. One mo. And we are done. Really pleased with how this turned out. It's great. It's also an awesome area, this, because it's a bit dark, which means that lighting always looks good, which is something I didn't expect. So Murgle lives, for starters. She's just hanging out. Didn't step on her. Didn't need to reload if she died. It was a case of very much undead Murgle. Decided to even name it after Murgle as well. Also, I keep calling her Nurgle after the Chaos God of Disease, which is a bit of a weird thing, but they do sound very similar. So I decided to just decorate, as you can see. I didn't decorate anything else, because I just wanted to be just kind of like some random little beacon of a restaurant in the middle of nowhere, and I'm quite pleased with how it turned out. It's quite colourful, but I made sure to kind of make it feel like it was, it's got the restaurant. Annoyingly, because we can't decorate in Fallout 76 yet with like junk decoration. Because if this was Fallout 4, I'd have like little meals prepared and things like that. But overall, I'm quite pleased. So I've got a little dining area here, and one in here as well. I've kept the Halloween decorations. One, because they look awesome. I love the Halloween decorations. And two, because technically, the nukes launched around Halloween anyway, so I can justify that there would be a abundance of Halloween decorations knocking around. So quite pleased with it. Also, because this is quite a small build, there's loads of build limit left, so ostensibly I can, you know, decorate everywhere. I've got, oh god, oh, getting just stuck. Oh wait, no, that's you getting stuck there. I don't even know why I had that cow there, to be honest. They suck so much, and it also keeps getting hurt by the spiky bits. But I've got, obviously, the food that I do my cooking, and obviously cows for a milking and occasionally a cooking too. It's quite good. I quite like the fact that again, the idea was that this was going to be a kind of destroyed structure that's basically been refurbished as a kind of a domicile somewhere for you to live, and therefore I didn't want it to be a kind of fully repaired structure. I managed to squeeze in a few crafting stations in here as well. I resisted the urge, because I wanted this to be a cafe, I resisted the urge to actually, you know, for example, put like loads of armor workbenches and every single thing you would technically need, just because it wouldn't fit. This is more of a thematic build than necessarily, you know, somewhere that my character would themselves live. But I've got, for example, so I don't have a bed, and there's no tinker's workbench. Decorating in here was a bit tricky. I decided to leave some of the areas pretty kind of as they were, just because there's not really much I could add. And also the limited space. So, for example, it wouldn't let you place stuff around here because I think it was in the way of Murgle. Don't kill the cat. Don't kill the cat. Don't kill the cat. But I managed to squeeze some bits in. And here was a nightmare because of the fact the sinking. So, for example, I couldn't actually put anything there because it kept sinking into the ground. But I like to think, narratively wise, they fall asleep on the sofa. It's all safe. It's all good. It's all grand. So yeah, hope you guys like that. This was quite fun. This is a really cool area. There are loads and loads of different builds around for these. So definitely, I think I've seen quite a few on Reddit. So there's definitely loads of things you can do with a place like this. This is just my personal take. I hope it gives you some inspiration. I quite like these kind of builds which aren't necessarily player homes and actually kind of restaurants and maybe even clinics and things like that. Really depends what kind of new items we get later down the line. I can maybe think of new and wonderful things. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. As always, follow me on Twitter at norespawns. The next video is going to be a kit bash video, so finally got all the bits that I ordered for my Warhammer stuff. So the next, and I've got my really cool funky camera that we have at work. So the next video will be me doing a bit kind of kit bashing, so converting some models for the Necromunda game, which is the tabletop skirmish game by Games Workshop, and I'm making some Gene Stealer cultists. If you follow me on Twitter or on Instagram, you've possibly already seen the models. They look cool, and I'm quite excited to make more. So we'll be making my leader live. It's going to be quite fun. But until that hopefully up tomorrow, if not the day before. And then I've got more videos obviously planned as well. So anyway, I'll talk to you lovely people soon. You take care.